What the?
It's a surprise. Look, Pearl, they left open in their first series versus Paperex. It was a 13-1 loss. I actually love the Jet Yoru comp versus how Wolves like to play. Now, Heretics are starting on attack, but once they go to defense, you have two agents that are fantastic at playing forward lines and beating contact plays.
The wall holding them back for the moment. Lysor. Here backside dodging that concuss. Does get spotted out. Rienz collects it through the smoke. Finds a kill. Smoke is dropping. Juicy able to find one. Trades it back. Seems even. Trades it up.
One enemy
going to be getting
remaining.
involved. Final shot's going to go flying across. Two players on the side of Wolves. Fishy though. Yeah, right through the corner. There at Alley going to be taken down low, and okay, push coming through. That's going to be the transfer connecting. Rienz with another headshot though. Now finds himself in a 1v2 situation, trying to clutch this out. Weapon recovered. The Nebula, however, dissipating, gets the spot out, finds the kill! But YU with the headshot!
From the drone.
No one here to clear this out for him, so we'll just go for a bit of a timing peek before the quick exit. It's back around the corner. Hunter's Fury going to be lobbed in to try to get the tracking here onto him. Dances around it. Bounces back the opposite side. Does manage to stay safe. Minibu now.
I'm back.
Swaying towards upper. Exits the dimensional drift. It's going to be looking for a punish. Spring on the peek out. Able to find Woot as he goes back through. YU taken down. Value to be found there from the tour de force, and Spring's flushed out. Spoot once again gets the spike planted.
Spike planted.
Be tough to go for this one. We need a haunt in the seas.
Last player standing.
No charges.
Now it may just be a save.
Little repivot back over to the top. Spot out, but kill cannot be found, and now you've got Boo in pole position to go ahead and give this punish. Will be able to do so. So 4 players surviving. Team Heretics.
I like that we're playing long here. Avoid this nightfall. Beautiful.
I mean, but Benji Fishy, okay, gonna be caught off guard a little bit there, point blank. Lysor able to come away with the kill, invests the ultimate. Weapon's gonna be taken out of their hands. Rienz now dead. Woot here inside of the smoke has a shorty. This time had shells loaded up, but only gets the one pump off.
Last player
Looks like we're down
standing.
to 55, and this retake from Wolves is looking damn clean. The re-swing out, nothing that Boo can do. Full 5 pacing.
Converting pretty nicely on them. But I thought Heretics were going to have a really good idea here. You maybe leave one player close because you got the Nightfall and you got the Visalt, and they just kind of try to play it up close, and they...
YU play out in front of this one here at Art, but it's getting fully flashed up. Has to make a quick exit with the rendezvous.
30 seconds left.
He's just here on the opposite side. He can hear their movements, hear their footsteps, but doesn't know when's going to be safe to try to go for the strike. Woot just get taken down there mid-air. That's why YU tries to go out with the Headhunter in hand, but try to stretch this lead a little bit further than before, though. And Minibu already lingering within the smoke. Be the call. At least a quick peek over in towards Secret. Minibu looking strong, looking deadly.
Just that early kill there onto Juicy. Things that much more difficult for the Wolves, and Minibu having a whale of a round. 4 kills for him on the Yoru.
Orb take. Cosmic Divide available, and that's going to be committed immediately. We've got Spring here playing forward in front of this one to try to find some kills, and kills he shall find. Rienz Woot, Benji Fishy, all just absolutely annihilated.
Now he finds 3 big ones.
Incredible.
One enemy remaining.
Their own Cosmic Divide available here for Spring, as well as a Dimensional Drift for Juicy. Minibu's got one to match on the opposite side. This Cam. He's had connected, but Benji able to wait that one out. He's waiting to try to see if he can find a moment to strike the Tyler, however, will scout him out. Good for the Sheriff.
30
off
seconds
screen,
left.
finding YU as shock darts get lobbed in, and Juicy falls down to 60. And right now, a little bit contained. Minibu goes up over the top of screens, finds that kill, but Juicy trades it back. He'll be able to find an elimination there, but he was going to be the first target, the first point of contact, and Juicy is able to win it out.
Player standing.
Puts himself alone. Swings, somehow catches Benji Fishy! And now it's just the Jet with no HP to speak of. As he looks for the ace, and he will find it!
Stellar stuff from the Duelist.
And does it with 60 health.
That is just nasty.
Player
The
standing.
long-range win. This one right here.
One enemy remaining.
The Heartbreaker.
Insane shots with that Sheriff. YU potentially in a poor spot. Pressure getting ready to fly through. And yeah, you're TPing right where you were standing already. Rien's not going to fall for that old trick. Collects the kill. Outlaw not going to be the greatest weapon to try to get the retake going, but they're looking to overwhelm. And overwhelm they have.
Last player
This
standing.
It's back-to-back shots to the skull. Lights are down to 10. He will take it down to 2 remaining players, but Team Heretics.
Player who we got to see a lot on the duelist role back at Master Shanghai has been playing Jet on this match. The one time they played it against Na'Vi, he comes up huge with the Sheriffs. Sometimes you might question a little bit these investments that Team Heretics likes to put in their eco rounds.
Into the retake. Minibu just here, opposite side of the wall. Dimensional drifts. Going to be coming through, gets body blocked. They're actually locking him out for a brief little moment, but the players are still going to be spotted all the same. It's all the info here for his teammates. Trying to send the flashes, drops out of this one, but he's just trying to wide swing, and Baby says absolutely not, doesn't give him the opportunity. Woot still does manage to go ahead and swing around the pillar, find the shot, Spring flushed out through the smoke. So it all comes down to Lysor, who will swiftly dispatch.
They're going to give up this space a little bit intentionally, and that's a good shot for Woot.
It is. Benji, of course, does have the shorty behind here, just ready to play off his own trip. Him going out, the rush coming through. Shabbat able to find it, but it's still going to be a good amount of damage. Delta's weapon gets recovered. Rienz gets taken down. Suddenly, sights open up. Woot's still here, though. Basically shoulder to shoulder with him. The peek on the angle. Lysor instantaneous with a headshot. That Sheriff coming up huge. Minibu drops down, finds one, gets out. Because Minibu, yeah, he's going to back away. He doesn't want to try to go for this.
And I think Benji Fishy has a decent idea there. Oh, you gonna guess?
Seems like no. Oh, he got him! Spring! Flying two back behind the pillar. Juicy now exiting, sees him. He's just lingering here within the cage. Benji on the opposite side. Smoke's obfuscating all. Boom finds you off onto one, pushes the smoke. Shorty out, Lysor dead. Pops the Bladestorm immediately. Tails went back up through B long. 3 peaks. Shot goes a little bit wide. Spring is able to collect one. Juicy back over at Halls.
Spike down B.
Finding the kills. It's just Minibu left, but Spring will deny.
Little drift.
We're off to the races, it would seem. They're looking for a fight here. Over at A main. The ends over by Art. The Thorns at stairs. They hold him back. They spray him dead through the smoke. As the spike gets planted, Wolves absolutely crank up the pace here on the round. 2v4. Wrap around coming through. Fat Baby trying to arrive over towards Art. The push out coming through. And they're both shot dead. 13-10. Wolves take the opening map in this elimination series.
I'm so worried, Mel, because Heretics, there's no one else that has more experience playing against this comp and understanding them than Heretics.
Crossover on towards this A side. The vulnerable there, bounding forward. Lysor able to find the first. Juicy gets a second. Benji, Fishy, and Rienz have been flushed out. 3v4 now for the retake with Minibu. Down to 22, back turn, and YU now striking on the flank. Sight to spray into the smoke, not finding much, but Boo comes away with a second kill. Right clicks here, able to find them is Juicy.
Heretics to Marshall.
He's dead over at the A side of the map. Some noise to be made, Paranoia gonna be sent. Prowler getting a catch onto one, swing out. Spike here in the hands of this player, gonna get dropped, but Lysor swinging around the side, gets a fadeaway shot onto Benji Fishy with the final bullet. Push forward, looks for a little bit more, but will be Spring to take it away.
Pivot, but I like the way Heretics is maneuvering to try to cut this off.
Showstopper up and over the top, dodging this out. And Rienz out into the open, just no way to escape. Juicy finds the kill. Benji Fishy, however, plays forward into the smoke, gets a catch on the Lysor. The linger looking for this backstab play. They're suspicious about it, but do they have the read? They're gonna try to double clear him. They nearly line up.
I'll find you.
Benji can find one that would give him a lockdown. Hate to have to commit that here. Won't get the opportunity. Builds up the ultimate in depth. They're going to be happy with that. Smoke about to dissipate. Boo going to try to cycle this one back through. Is Nightfall going to be committed on to B? Quick little pick out. Boo comes away with 2. Now coming down. Dodges the Haunt. Smoke going to be coming through. Juicy pressured here from multiple angles now. Fights back in. Finds the first. Tries to look for a little bit more. Was trying to go for a 180 flick, but way. The smoke set up to push into the smoke, and Fat Baby unable to find the shots, and they know exactly where the Omen is at. Push forward, Woot winning out the fight. 3 players surviving. Heretics find their second round win.
A bit slower. See if they can find their open space on the map. Uh-oh.
They went from reading these to disrespecting them and being punished by it.
Benji's been a thorn in their side.
Rip across, Nano gonna be sent out. He's gonna be able to find lights at the same time. Benji Fishy holding down this C site.
Maybe you think you're safe. Oh, hold the phone.
We'll be able to find a little kill here onto Woot, but nobody else really in position to try to find a punish. So why don't you take a more aggro position here? As a showstopper now going to be invested. Some damage going to be suffered, but Rien's still able to find one before getting taken down. Nobody detained. Nightfall out in response. That's going to connect onto absolutely everyone here on the side of Wolves. As many of you goes chasing forward, gets himself here on the site, and they don't know what's hitting them. A blink and you miss it retake. Heretics deny the plant and they rescue the half.
Slowing them down.
Nano going to be lobbed in here as they try to go for the entry. Prowler just block out some of these bullets though. YU forced to reposition. Milk can take it down. Woot there through the wall. Available for Juicy. Sends that around the bend. Minnie Boo going to eat even more damage, now down to 18. The kills still not yet being found. Lineup is there though. Juicy finding two. Pushes forward into the smoke. Who able to flush him out. Lysor now all alone. Gets the reload off the smoke. Gone. Tries to line it up. Finds the headshot. But needs to go for the stick here. Tries to go for the turn. Benji Fishy is going to try to just jump shot him here with a ghost. He's just able to make it happen.
Nano in the alarm bot here for Wolves.
So he's going to be avoided as YU and Spring able to find one apiece. Solid starting trying to shut down a bonus conversion, but they're not ready for Boo to be here. Paranoia not going to connect though, and Spring will mow down the remainders. You see trying to entry here from the front. Alarm bot giving away at least one position. Moves forward into the smoke. Paranoia going to be good for two players. Bounce around the corner. Showstopper now going to be sent. Knows that he's going to be close. Finds the kill. Another paint shell built up. Sent, thrown here at his feet. And Juicy absolutely demolishes. Still have Spring hovering nearby to try to watch that. Benji re-wrapping his Lysor. Able to find one. Does eventually get flushed out the Vandal, finding value. Rans comes away with the kill. Miniboo up and over the top of rope. Finds the kill there as Spike Plant going to be interrupted. And now it's on the floor. Spring going absolutely monstrous. A tap of the plant. The time. It's just not there. It's already over. YU has to do nothing else. Hasn't seen anything though. The gun barrel just on the side. The swing in. Miniboo wins the fight. The B site here almost for the taking, but YU on the repeat. Catches the enemy race there in midair. Knocking off Baby Door. As Lysor says, all right, I'll just reposition. TP's towards upper, joins in alongside Super Baby. Spring finds one. Benji Fishy going to be taken down. Two of the remaining players here inside of the pit. Push around in from behind, looking to try to find the Viper, and they found him. Just Boo now to try to clutch it out. Push on the smoke, and he cannot find it. YU with covering fire. Everybody else pushing forward in towards A lobby. Benji Fishy going to be good for one. The Paranoid connecting, holding down M1, runs out of bullets. Swaps over onto the Classic, gets a right-click kill. Juicy will be able to put him down. Weapon now scooped up. This Prowler will go on the chase, but with the drop down, Miniboo finds the kill, spots out the other. And it's going to be two easily delivered eliminations. So YU is going to try to drift out of this poison orb, but doesn't quite have vision. Roach. It's going to be a showstopper. Sent out here from Miniboo. There's answering showstopper going to be set, but Miniboo, he's ahead of the curve on this one. Juicy taken down. Lockdown's going to be exchanged here on both sides. Fed Baby able to find one. The spray on the Odin, only going to be good for a singular kill. Root dead, but Spring still playing forward here. Rotates around the back and catches Boo unaware.
The time.
The detain is there, but the time is certainly not. Benji Fishy just now picks it up, but the round was already done and dusted once again. To then take us to a set. Nanoswarm's coming through. Miniboo going to be getting cooked as you is able to find two. Super Baby finds Rien's. It's just Miniboo and Benji Fishy against the world.
They're not giving them the opportunity to find any freebies.
Either side with much util, but Miniboo dead. Benji Fishy, 10 HP. Scaling forward, makes some noise. Benji Fishy hears it, and he cannot make it happen. 13-9, 2-0 fashion. here in the Great White North, Wolves are the apex predator as they eliminate Heretics from Masters Toronto.